everybody, I'm AZ Batfish and welcome to another episode from the PrimeCraft server. I'm coming at you from spawn today, as I was just out here buying some things. Got a few wither skeleton skulls. I got a few stacks of packed ice because MrTrend had posted a message in our Discord, said he'd restocked all his shops and had completed our banner order. And I don't think I did that on camera, but I want to see. No, I guess it must be in here. Aha, yep. Sweet. So I ordered banners of numbers, and it looks like I got. Oh, I see. Because he was like, well, I don't know which is the best way to do it, so here's two different versions. You know what? I'll take both of them. That's cool. So I got numbers, basically. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And that is to hang over our drop tubes in the base. So I need to get my diamonds out. He doesn't have one of these somewhere, does he? Nope. Alright. And it says now to pay what you believe to be fair for all banners. Now, I just took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 banners. I think, I don't know, five diamonds a piece sounds good. Those are pretty, those can be a pain to make, I think. So I need 25 diamonds, and we'll have a 2 diamond tip. How's that? 2, 3. There you go, MrTrend. Thank you, sir, for the banners. I appreciate that. Because, you know, I don't really mind because I know, you know, when I'm in my base, I know which drop tube goes where. But you might not know where they go. And, you know, the signs, you could see them, but not very well. Oh, you know what? He also said something about rockets. Man, MrTrend gets so many of my diamonds. Ooh, multiple types now. So 1 diamond stuck. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. Do I need any? Actually, I've got a shulker box full of fireworks right now, so I'll leave those for somebody else. Alright, so let's head back to base, figure out what we're going to be doing today. Yeah, that is so much better. That is awesome. I mean, notice this sign here on the wall there. You see that? How, like, once you get far enough away, the text disappears. And that's just, you know, the way the game works. So I like being able to see from far away. So this is pretty cool. Thanks a lot, MrTrend. That looks great. That's exactly what I was asking for. All right, so today we're gonna hop back down to subfloor 3 again. That's right. We are still working on the villager area. We've got a lot to do. I haven't done anything at all since we were last together. This is how we left it off. You know, we got our on-off switch for our villager breeder. We've got our automatic food system. Today, I wanted to take a look at our villager sorting area and kind of figure out what I want to do there. Now, I had mentioned a couple episodes ago that I needed to figure this part out because this is where we're going to drop off the villagers that we have no use for whatsoever. And I had mentioned that this doesn't stay all on this level because I had found out something really cool a while ago and I wanted to show you guys. And it turns out I went onto my creative world and the thing that I had discovered, I don't know if I discovered it. Well, I mean, I did discover it. I don't know if I was the first person to discover it. Is a really cool unloader from a cart for a villager, and I guess it must have been like a glitch in the game or a bug, and they fixed it because it doesn't work anymore. But anyway, I still think it would be kind of neat before we build it if I hop over to my creative world and show you what I'm going to be doing anyways, because I was over there and that's how I figured out that the old one didn't work, so I had to come up with a new way. And I came up with something super simple, and I want to show you guys. Alright guys, I'm here in my creative world, and this is a creative world. I don't use it very often, very infrequently. Usually only if I need to come up with a fancy design for something. And I've only been using this one since I started doing YouTube, so you might see some stuff that you saw me build in some episodes, some stuff that never got built. But yeah, this is the real basic cart unloader design. Now, for villagers, and it's not going to look exactly like this. I just built it out so you can see the elements easier, right? down here, this just drops into the void underneath my world here. But, you know, in the actual game, it'll probably be a pit of lava or something like that. Maybe just a super far drop. Not really sure. So, yeah, basically all that happens is these villagers are hanging out in here. There's a dispenser with carts in it. You hit the button, and it'll pick one of them up because the game can still pick up on an inside corner like this, especially with the water pushing them all into that corner. So it'll pick one up. The card will come up here. This activator rail will drop them right here. This string activates when they hit it, which will, well, provide a 1-tick pulse to this sticky piston, so it'll pulse out real quick, grab the block, and retract it. And then when they fall down, when they leave, the string activates the observer again, and the same thing happens, only reverse. So you get a 1-tick pulse in that piston, and it will leave the block there, so that the next guy can get dropped off. And then this is just a system to loop it back around. So if you watch it, it'll pick one up, and he drops him. Bam. Gone. And then this will just drop the cart back off into there. And what's funny about this in a creative, well, I guess you could do this in a not creative world as well. If I just do that, this just becomes a villager killing machine. Oh, wait, I forgot I gotta power that. Anyways, they'll just bounce back and forth if I had that powered rail. Anyways, so yeah, we're gonna be building this super simple system in that little back corridor. So I went ahead and dug out a little area, and also off camera, I went ahead and hooked up our destinations. So down here, this guy goes down to the area just below here on the floor below us to where the villager farms are going to be. And I, of course, don't have anything down there yet. It's just hooked up. Same with this one, which goes up to our nether portal. And this one, which goes around the corner to what is going to be the villager trading area, which I haven't, you know, much like the villager farms downstairs. There's nothing here. I just dug out a little space and ran the minecart line all the way out here. So one of the challenges we're going to have in here is figuring out a way to kind of switch between all these carts. And I've got an idea of how to do that and what I want to do. But before we get there, I want to go back and finish out this this drop system like I showed you. So let me grab some stuff here that I'm probably going to need, and I'll come back to you guys. Alright, so I dug out a little space back here, and I'm just kind of extending out the decorations. Now, this isn't really an area that you're going to be looking at, so I figured real basic, basically just as long as it's not the, you know, raw stone and diorite and stuff like that, will probably be okay. And do I have any? I do. We'll go ahead and put one, how about right here? Sounds good? Alright. So, what we're going to be building is that same system that we saw before. So, what's going to happen is... Ooh, I might not have enough rail. Alright, made some more rail. So, what's going to happen here is we need to add a loop and the detector drop thingy. So, we'll have this coming out, and this come over here, and then one here, and then I think we'll need our detector and our activator, and then we'll want our loop around kind of here. I'll need to figure a place for, well, yeah, I think if we shoot it right here. So if I just take these out, replace this, just want to make sure, oops, that it's got enough speed to get around this corner so that I can do the same thing here. Alright, replace this. Ooh, I'm going to need more detector rails because we're going to have one right here. Yeah, that's what I want. So when a minecart hits this detector rail, it'll swap this and send it back that way. So we've got a full loop here. Now what we need to do is create our drop system. Alright, back. Sorry about that. I realized I was missing some stuff from my inventory. So, this is about 30 blocks back. This is 30, so this is about 27. I want to make sure that these villagers are pretty far away from me when they meet their end. So I want to kind of first dig this out so that it's really deep. Okay, so I went ahead and just dug all the way down, and underneath this diorite block here is basically straight drop all the way down. 15 blocks total from this block that I'm standing on, and hits a lava thing. So we got about 30 blocks this way and 15 blocks down. Hopefully that's far enough away for the, the villagers to not get bad reputation. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is this block is where they're going to get ejected onto. I got to make sure that that happens. I got to figure a way. Oh, I think if I just put a wall here, that'll be fine. So, alright, I need to put in my sticky piston right there. And then I believe I could just do... my inventory is messed up. Alright. So if I have that there, and then, right, this here, and then I want the observer, whoa, where is it? Observer block like that, and we'll put a piece of redstone like that, and then we'll just put a piece of string like that. But I need it to be like that normally. So he jumps in and then he comes out. There we go. Perfect. So that's what we wanted to see there. Unfortunately, I kind of have to leave that open right there, but that's okay. So this is now working. I need to make sure. I need to make sure of that, but there's no way to really test it without. I guess we'll find out. But yeah, that should work just fine. And I've got glowstone here. All right, cool. So that section is done. So now what we've got to do is come out here and kind of figure out. Okay. First we need to figure out when these guys come from here. I need a station to where it will hold them, so I can decide what I want to do with them. And then when I decide, I need to be a way to flip some levers and send them on their way. So I think the first thing we'll do is figure this part out. And I think I'm going to start that. I think this is just going to be pretty simple. We're just going to use levers powering blocks. But I need to figure out the best way to do that. So I think if we'll just say, for right now, let's just say that the holding station is here. And he's going to come out this way. Right? He's going to have to go all the way to the end for the first one. Because if nothing is selected, it's got to go this way. But then we'll run the rest of these like this, so that when we flip a lever, it will, flip the track here. Alright, so that'll work. And then I can go like that. That might not work because of the return. I might have to have a whole separate return path. I think I'll have to have a separate return path. Unless I put a detector rail right there. Let me get a detector rail made. Alright, I managed to sort out the return track here without a detector rail. It just turns and goes this way and connects back with the rail out. Now I have gone ahead and hooked up all of these rail lines just to kind of get an idea of what everything's going to look like and where everything's going to go. Now I hooked these up, right? And honestly, this is the way... I don't understand why it works this way. When I flip the switch, it turns this way, which is the way I want it to be when it's off, right? Because if you're coming from this way and the track is not selected, I want you to just keep going through it. But for some reason, it won't do that. Like if I go ahead and break this, oops, and go ahead and put the rails back in. So look, this is the way I want it to be. It's off, and if you are on a cart, you're gonna pass right over this one. But when I flip the switch, nothing happens. It doesn't change until I turn it off. So it's like backwards. I'm gonna have to invert all of these signals, and I think it'll be easier to do that if I lift this up a level. I'm not entirely sure. So I'm going to do that. I'm gonna we gotta tear all these out, and we're gonna bring it up a level. So I brought everything up a level, and I'm looking at the inverted now signal, and I like it, but the problem is you can see the particles. So I've actually gone ahead and started putting them underneath, which is just going to look a little bit like this. We'll just remove this stuff and see how it goes back to the selected position. That's the one I wanted, not the other. So we'll just bring our redstone down like this and put a torch there. So the signal's now inverted, and I can just grab this and that like that. Now it's all sealed up so you can't see it, and it looking pretty good. So now if I flip this, you get this one selected, and so on. Actually, ooh, you know what I should do is replace these with glowstone lamps. Do I have stuff? I do. That's probably gonna make a bunch. Bunch more than I actually need, so I'll need 3 glowstone lamps. Like that, and then we'll just remove them. Go ahead, plop these guys in here, and put our levers back on. Sweet. So we should still be, like, nothing is selected right now, which would mean that they go all the way to the end. And yep, that is indeed what is happening. So, if we select one of these, it'll turn. Now this is the dangerous one. This is the one where you go bye-bye. We'll flip this one, check it. Yep, this one will take you, where does this one go? To the trading center, so that's good. This one will take you up to the nether portal, and if nothing's selected, you're going to go downstairs to the farm. So that is pretty handy. Alright, need to kind of figure out what's going on here. Let me go ahead and fill in the rest of this stuff with stone brick. Kind of make it look nice. Okay, so all the stone brick is in place in the walls. I also did the ceiling, added some glowstone. I added some powered rails through here because we were definitely going to need them. So now I want to go ahead and add some signs so we know what's going on. So the villager spa is that one. And then the trading center will be for this one. Whoops. Let's back that up just maybe one more. It looks about right. And then over here this will be to the nether portal is this one. And then if you've got nothing, it's going to go to the villager farms. So hopefully that makes sense. Villager Spa is this one. Trading Center is this one. Nether Portal is this one. And if none of them are selected, as it is right now, they will go down to the farms. So that's pretty sweet. Alright, now I got some glass, and I want to see how stuff looks. So the light gray, again, it just kind of melds right in with all the stone in the surrounding area. And in this case, I kind of like it. Back over there, I didn't like it so much because there was so much gray already there. But here, there's a little bit more color in the background. What about this white, though? I think the white could look pretty neat. And I actually think it looks pretty appropriate for this area because we're kind of, I don't know, it's just like a separation from the actual carts and stuff to keep everything safe in here and, whatever. I think they both look okay. I also want to try this cyan glass. And the cyan glass, I think, looks pretty good. Because we're going to have cyan glass, we're going to have these lights throughout the floor in here once I get this decision station done. So I'm thinking the cyan might actually kind of tie the two areas together. So I don't know. I'm going to trade this out for cyan right now. But you guys leave me a comment. Let me know which glass you like better. And I also, in between clips here, I have checked the recording time, so I'm pretty sure that that is all the time I've got for this episode. This took a little bit longer than I thought, and that is something I seem to say in every single episode. So the only thing left to do in this area is the decision station right here, and that's going to be pretty simple. It's just going to be we're just going to move the cart up on an incline and probably have like a sticky piston that sticks a block out to keep it from going any further down. But yeah, I'll probably just do that off camera because it's going to involve some tricky redstone in the wall and stuff. So yeah, as mentioned, that's all the time we've got for this episode. If you liked it, leave me a like, leave me a comment, let me know what you think about my track selecting station here. And until next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.